Welcome back to Love and Junk Food. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we're doing some more Advent.
It's day 22, guys.
Yikes.
Getting there. We're getting there.
Yes, I'm feeling better about that at this point.
Oh, sure.
I feel much better now where we are right now. It came together last minute. Still some cleaning and some baking and some cooking to do. But for the most part, it has come together in the last minute. And so, feeling much better than I was the last time we filmed.
At least see the light at the end of the tunnel.
So. That's right.
Almost there.
So, if you're new to our channel, hello and welcome. We've been putting out 2 Advent videos every day during Advent. One from a kind subscriber from the UK. So if you see the little Union Jack symbol, hold on. How are we? Is it on my corner? My corner. Your corner. Yeah. That is our viewer sent Advent calendar, and then the one with the box of chocolates is ours. And so this is Aldi chocolates that we've been trying. We've also been sampling a tea in several of the videos, or a couple other things. Today we kind of have a hodgepodge.
We sure do. So we've got these Kookaburra licorice strawberry and cream bites.
Kookaburra is a bird.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, though, this is a product of Spain.
Nice. But isn't...
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. I thought so. We recently just tried something new that was s'mores. And we also tried something new that was fudge stripe. Yeah. This is kind of like a hybrid. So fudge stripe cookies are a shortbread cookie that are dipped in fudge. And we had gingerbread ones of those.
Yeah.
And then we also had a little Lunchable s'more dipper thing that had graham crackers, and you dipped it in the s'mores and then put chocolate on it, chocolate chips on it. So this is fudge stripes and marshmallow fluff. That's got to be amazing, right?
Be good, I'm sure.
I can tell you that's going to be good. So let's see
chocolate
what
first.
Today brings.
This is our Advent calendar that we got from Aldi, and it's got chocolates in it.
Something we should tell you too.
Is it a little leaf?
Is this Advent calendar has 25 days, and most end on Christmas Eve, but this one has a bonus day.
It sure does. Okay, leaf dark chocolate ganache.
Okay.
We've had this one, obviously. Ooh, it is dark as it wants to be in there.
It tastes like a super rich brownie kind of.
It does.
It's so smooth and dark.
I love how dark it is. Dark chocolate, my favorite. So yummy. Yep.
I like dark chocolate, but I cannot eat nearly as much of it as I can milk. Give me a little square of dark, I'm satisfied.
Oh, sure.
Give me milk chocolate. So it's a good and a bad thing, right?
Yep.
That's good.
Let's see where we're at.
Did you say what kind of tea we're going to
Oh, no, I did not. So we also have the tea that we got from Walmart. It was in one of those gift sets.
Don't buy it. Or if you did, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I wouldn't get it. So this is green tea, and it's vanilla tea flavored. And we'll see how it is.
The issue with the tea, if you've been around, you know, it's just not flavorful enough. And it's artificially flavored, which burns my butt a little bit. Just like on Christmas Story, somebody said we're going to, not just like you're not going to shoot out your eye, but you might poke out your eye with that spoon. And I watched our videos when I was editing after I saw that comment. I was like, yeah, why are we leaving the spoon in there? I don't know why. When we drink tea, when we drink tea in life, we don't leave the spoon in, but somehow.
Some people do.
But somehow when we're doing these videos, we have been. Sorry about that. I don't know why we did that.
There's no good place to put them.
Vanilla tea, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of it? I don't know if I've ever heard of vanilla tea. I mean, it makes sense that could be a thing, but I don't know if I've ever seen it.
I could see vanilla in like a black tea, but like vanilla green tea, I don't know. To me, this is just okay. I mean, I'm a little miffed that all these are artificially flavored, especially when you have things like vanilla.
And peppermint. And
yeah,
things that are easy to make natural.
Yeah, so this vanilla tea is not my favorite. I think it's kind of odd to have vanilla in this green tea.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I haven't hated, well, have I? I don't remember now. I don't think I've hated any of them, any specific flavor that I'm like, yeah, that's awful. It's just not flavorful enough. It's just meh. You know? Nothing to write home about. Nothing to build an Advent video about. So we're going to sip on our tea and we're going to chat with you. Make sure you stay to the end because we are going to answer a couple of questions today. So fudge stripes dip'ems.
Dip'ems.
There's my fudge stripe cookies that I love.
Yeah, little minis. Little minis are nice. Yeah.
Smell that.
It smells like marshmallows.
Little tiny cookies. I feel like I'm like 6 years old and we're at lunch and I'm like, no, you cannot have one of my cookies. Get your own.
Cracky, it's tiny. Little dip. Little drip. There we go.
Something about that is not right to me. Can I see that, please? I'm going to try just the cookie. Because I've said this before. These little processed cookies, if we're at the store, I mean, I'm not comparing them to homemade or bakery cookies or whatever, but compared to like Oreos and, you know, some other ones. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And that didn't taste good to me. So you would think
it's probably the marshmallow
I'm going to just see. I'm just going to see.
What's the verdict?
Let's see.
I'm cracking up at the look on your face.
They're both not great. Those cookies, try a cookie by itself, would you?
Yeah, I was wondering if there was an expiration on it.
Just try one of the cookies, would you?
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad. I just think that does not taste like a fudge stripe cookie to me. Maybe it's the ratio. Like the chocolate is lost.
It tastes... That's not what I was thinking. I thought the cookie was lost and the chocolate was more, but...
Well, I guess what I mean is... So, the fudge of the cookie is lost and it doesn't taste like shortbread. It tastes like cheap, you know... I don't know. It doesn't taste like... Yeah, I hope nobody tastes those for the first time and say, oh, fudge stripes, I've heard of these, and then...
Yeah.
Because that doesn't taste like a fudge stripe cookie at all. And I don't like the marshmallow stuff by itself either. I don't like them together.
No, that, surprisingly, the Lunchable was much better than that.
Yeah, and here's me saying, oh, that's got to be good, right? No, it doesn't. I was wrong. I have no problem admitting it. It just doesn't happen very often.
What, the admitting it?
The being wrong. While you open that, let me ask you the first one of two questions.
Yes, go ahead.
We talked about angel or star or something else at the top of the tree.
Okay.
Now, another great debate in Christmas land. Stocking first or stocking last? What did you do as a kid? What do we do now? And I'm going to try to
as in like opening it?
Yeah. Some people do stocking first and some people do stocking last.
Yeah, as a kid.
Here, cheers.
Cheers.
Trying to take
as a kid, we did stocking first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wake up. I think that was one of the things that we were allowed to get into, even before the parents were up.
You got up before your parents?
Oh, of course, yeah. It's like
not me.
crack of dawn. Like, let's go see what we get.
I remember when I was really little, my parents' room was adjacent to mine. So my room was at the end of a hallway. My parents' was like the next door, right? So my room at the end of the hallway, my parents' room here, the bathroom here. Right past both of those doors, my mom would put a chair sideways in the hall because I was a sleepwalker.
Oh, really?
And so if I would get up and run it, I could get to the bathroom or I could get to their room. But if I got up and ran into the chair, I was like one of those toys that like ran into the wall and then went back to bed. I was never up before them.
Yeah.
But my parents woke up at like 5 a.m. Well, see, my dad most of my life worked day shift, so he had to be at work at 7.
Right.
So that was his clock.
Routine, yeah.
So where are these from?
It said product of Spain.
Okay.
We got it from Jungle Jim's International Market in Ohio, and we assumed, I think, by reading the package that it was from Australia.
I did. So, red licorice, and then like a cream on the inside.
And then this one is opposite, where it's got the red licorice on the inside and then the cream on the outside.
But is that cream? I gotta try this one.
Oh, that's good.
This is not like licorice to me. This, the red one on the one where the red is on the outside, reminds me of fruit roll-ups. They're like fruit leather, more than licorice.
Okay.
But I like the creamy part. And maybe I just feels that way because I took a little bite. Maybe if I pop the whole thing in my mouth, but then I can't really talk very well. Right. I love the white one on the outside.
I think I like the...
I don't know why that makes such a difference, but it does.
I don't know either, but I think I like the red one on the outside better.
Good.
But the white on the outside was good, too.
I like them.
Yeah, that's yummy.
Okay.
Yeah, tastes very good.
Next question. What were snow days like when you were a kid? Man, first of all, before we talk about that, did you have, when you were little, you didn't live where we live.
Right.
You lived somewhere else.
Yeah.
Known for lots and lots and lots of snow, probably even more so than where we live now.
Possibly, yeah.
So how was that? Like, how often did you have snow days? And in case we're talking to our Florida friends or people from elsewhere.
It wasn't that bad. We would get snow days maybe a couple times a year.
Okay.
But, you know, snow on the ground, I mean, it's no big thing. You just go to school.
Yeah, but see, like when I was a kid, my elementary school pulled from, and so did the high school and whatever, pulled from a rural community.
Yeah.
So that made a difference.
Yes. Because we went to the same high school and middle school, and I do remember, like, there were times, like, because I lived in town, but you didn't live in town. You lived out, in a rural setting, and I was like, I love that, because sometimes the buses couldn't go to pick up people in the rural setting, and we're like, oh, yeah, day off.
I lived in a neighborhood, but not in town. But there were lots of people that lived in farms and like much further out than me.
Right.
They couldn't get to school, buses couldn't run and whatever. And so did you think we had more snow days like junior high and high school than when you were a kid?
I think so.
Yeah. So is that a thing where you live? Are there, I wonder if everybody has, cancel schools when there's a lot of snow on the ground. Like, I don't think if you live in, I don't know. I'm so curious. If you live in a big city where, let's say, you take public transit most of the time.
Right.
How does that work? Because some people take public transit to school, right?
Yeah.
And public transit is less likely to shut down over weather than, like, a school bus.
Right.
How does that work? I don't know. If you know, let us know. But anyway.
Yes.
So, when we were kids, back in back in our day, you had to...
Back in my day.
How did you find out about it? Did you listen to the radio or did you turn on the TV?
TV, and see it scrolling.
Yeah, scroll at the bottom.
Yeah, scrolling on the bottom.
And
you keep an eye out
inevitably-
for your school system.
And always, whenever, it didn't matter when you turned on the TV, whatever your school district was, would have just passed.
Yes.
So then you have to cycle through, watch TV for 10 minutes until you see your school.
Oh, that's the worst part, because you sit there and you like watch it, and it takes so long for it to come through. Next thing you know, you're like, look around, not paying attention, and oh, I just missed it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, and where we live now, there's 2 different school districts that are pretty close together. Bettendorf School District, Davenport School District. And so Bettendorf came before Davenport, so you would be like, come on, Bettendorf, because you knew if Bettendorf was closed, that Davenport probably would be.
Right.
But how did you spend your day?
Sometimes I go out and play in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who plays in the snow these days? Nobody. Everybody just
I
stays
don't know.
inside.
I mean, we don't have any little kids in our life. Do you have kids in your life that love to go out and play in the snow?
Do kids still play outside? That's the question. Yeah, sometimes play outside, but snowsuit. I remember. That was the most horrible thing in the world, most horrible feeling in the world, was having to wear bread bags on your feet with your feet in your snow boots so that they didn't get wet.
Well, I see that and raise it, your feet actually getting wet playing out in the snow.
Well,
Your mom might have been onto something there.
consider it a timer.
Half the time, it kind of depended. In my neighborhood, I was the kid with the big hill. The big sledding hill.
Oh, nice.
And so I was queen for a day. If it was snow day, all my suitors would line up to come and play at my house. And we had all kinds of sleds, the kind with brakes. We had runner sleds. We had saucers. We had a good time. And very often, my little cousin, his grandmother lived next door to us. And, his mom would probably still have to go to work. So then grandma would babysit him. So we would play all day in the snow. But if nobody was around, if it was really, really bad and we couldn't go out at all, let's say the temperatures were really nasty and we couldn't play outside, it was all about game shows for me.
All right.
I could not wait to watch. I would be so excited. It was just like a sick day. Price is Right, all that stuff that was on during the day. Heck yeah.
If I wasn't playing outside and I was inside, I would probably be watching, a Spider-Man cartoon or something, I'd find something on there. But, it does trail off. There's like a couple of cartoons in the morning, and when they assumed that kids were at school, then you didn't have cartoons anymore until like 3 or 3:30, then they would start coming on again. So yeah, you had to watch something
Middle
else.
of the day is soap opera time, and I would never watch that. And my mom, she always tried to make me take a nap if I was home from school. And I'd be like, I'm 16 years old. No, like in elementary school, she would watch a soap opera. And I would go Days of Our Lives, if you were around during when that was at its heyday. And I would go play Barbies in my room or whatever, and I don't know. It was fun.
I think I was home on a snow day one time when I was watching the Spider-Man cartoon in the morning, and I remember jumping around off the furnitures and stuff, and I accidentally knocked over my glass and broke it. And then I was like, So then I just started putting on the waterworks, and then, I thought I was in so much trouble for jumping around like that. But
That's the same thing he does now.
she didn't know. Yeah, I mean.
Break something, just cry about it, then I won't get in trouble.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. That's pretty much what happened back in the day.
The good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days. So, anyway, let us know how you like to celebrate your snow days when you were a kid. Or if your parents had to go to work and if there was a snow day, did you get shipped off to a sitter or whatever? Because we both had moms that were home when we were little, so we didn't really, that wasn't a factor. Man, but I remember though, as a parent, snow days could ruin your life.
Oh, for sure.
And I was a manager of a retail store when my kids were little. And so snow days didn't matter. We had to sell, and I had the home improvement hardware section. We had to sell snow blowers and shovels. And it was like Christmas in my department. So it's like, you guys got to get to grandma somehow. Start walking. I got to go to work.
Get them walking.
Yeah. No, I would get them over to grandma's and go to work. So anyway, and then later in life, I was a realtor. So if the roads were bad enough to where they called off school, then nobody wanted to go look at houses or whatever.
Right.
Anyway, so that was kind of nice.
That's nice.
Anyway, I think that's all we have for today. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Did you know we have 3 channels? We have this one, and we have a game channel, and we have another channel where we do other things, much more other things coming in 2023. So please subscribe. Come find us on social media if you haven't already. We would love to have you join us on Instagram. Lots of fun things we have planned for next year, including many, 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 many reels. So come find us over there. Love and Junk with no D. Now, if you love tea, vanilla tea, please do let us know if that's a thing. Because, I mean, I can see how it could be a thing, but that just tastes like, I don't know. I'm just disappointed.
Thanks.
Or fudge stripes. Not those, regular fudge stripes. Or licorice.
Yes.
Or us.
Or the video.
Give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel when you do that. That's all we have for today.
That's it, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.